Alright guys, let's talk about the next uncollected slash cavalier boss, Spider-Ham. And the name of the game here is to just counter his evade. And you win. Literally, man. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about his, just don't get clipped by those power stings and make sure he doesn't evade and you're good. That's it, man. And that's the name of the game here. Counter the evade and bait out his SP1 because if you haven't noticed, his SP2 is really tough to dodge. I'm sure you'll be able to dex it after he's out for a few months, but he becomes unblockable if he evades and throws that SP2 and it's game over. So the best counter here, guys, at the top of the list, Venom. He has that awesome utility where the Spider-Verse champions cannot evade. And on top of that, he eats the indestructible buff with his SB1. Freaking Venom is so clutch here, man. Nick Fury. I have a clip with Nick Fury, my 4-star Nick Fury, almost taking down the Cavalier Spider-Ham. He does have to be awakened, get those tag charges up with one SB1, and you're good. You're literally good. That's all it takes. Just make sure you bait out that SP1. Falcon, dash back, get the lock on Spider-Ham, and you're good. Build up those cruelty charges. Just make sure you don't hit him while he doesn't have the lock on, because every time Spider-Ham gets those charges, if he gets to 6 charges, he can evade he has a chance to evade for 35%, and every time he does that, he is going to become unblockable. It's just a bad recipe, man. Make sure he doesn't evade. Vision Arcus, same thing. Cold Snap, Iceman, Cold Snap, Quake as well. You just charge your heavy, you win the game. She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen, don't forget about the slow on their heavy. It's really easy. He doesn't have limber, so you can parry heavy. Gwenpool, she turns off abilities with rising combo, so she's a great counter. Archangel, this guy can poison, this guy can bleed. I don't care, you're going down, Spidey. Heimdall, True Strike. Killmonger, True Strike. Spider-Man Stealth as well. He applies a slow debuff. Make sure you click it before you enter the fight. You know who you are. Domino works great for the Flaming Trinity. Just do heavies. You win the game. Same thing with Cap Infinity War. Heavies win the game. Hitmonkey, such a great counter. I didn't put him higher because not many people know how to use him, and he's not as reliable as Nick Fury, but he could work if you know how to use him. Proxima Midnight, True Strike, not as reliable, but if you really have no other champion, Proxima can potentially work. Aegon, combo of 150 or more. If you really don't have anybody else, he can potentially work as well. Blade, parry, win the game. Void, he needs to be awakened, but if you apply the dexterity or whatever it's called debuff where he doesn't evade, you need to apply at least 3 and you're good to go, I believe. But he's not the best option because you have to get the right RNGs. If you go for my bet, a 4-star Nick Fury can do it. Maybe finish it off with your 4-star Venom, 4-star Ghost, and you can just win the game. So let's take a look at a clip. Alright, here we go. Spider-Ham, you are going down. All these crazy nodes. Don't care, man. Don't care about these nodes. As long as you have someone to counter evade, you're good. He does become indestructible after he reaches his SP1. So do take that into consideration. And that's why Venom is so good, because he eats that buff before it becomes problematic. So here I'm just killing off Nick Fury. Get that tag charge up. He cannot evade anymore. But let's not stop there. Let's become unblockable, man. You know how it is. Nick Fury, the unblockable god. Let's get it, man. So here we go. All we're gonna do is do some lights just to get that really potent bleed on Spider-Ham. And this is a 4-star, guys. Is it a 5-star? He is going down with my 4-star, so it's possible. to do it with a 4-star. You just have to get very comfortable playing Nick Fury. So after I become unblockable, you don't want to throw that SP1 because you will go back to low charges and Spider-Ham will be able to evade. So just throw those SP2s. And this run I found Spider-Ham to be pretty defensive, and from what I've been getting, he is pretty defensive even in the boss rush. I've heard people say that he is kind of defensive and doesn't want to throw that SP1. And that was my case right here as well. I think if I was a bit more patient, I could have finished off this fight with him, but I just wanted to get him down. So here I throw a light. I'm gonna bait that SP1, and we're gonna show him the power of our Nick Fury with this SP2. Bam! Let's get him 3 deep bleeds, man. You love to see it. So here I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna push him to an SP2. So yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't do that, because that SP2 will be unblockable based on, I believe, his charges. I'm not even sure, but it wasn't unblockable. The block damage just killed. So guys, in this next clip, I want to show off how good Venom is. The best counter. A 4-star can do it as well, might take more hits, but he bypasses all of the evade at the start of the fight. You don't have to build him up. He's arguably better than Nick Fury. He can eat that indestructible buff, and you just bait out that SP1 and you win the game pretty much. And he's just so good, man. I love Venom. Watch out for those power stings though. I believe he puts a passive one on you if the opponent fails to evade or something. I don't know, man. I don't even care. I just want to take this Spider-Ham down and bring home the bacon. Let's freaking get it, dude. Venom, he's putting in a lot of work here. So this combo of 4-star Fury and Venom works so well. Look at that. I eat up that indestructible, gain some health here, and I'm about to get True Strike like if I need it. Let's freaking get it, man. Almost down. One more indestructible. Unfortunately, I do not eat this buff. Gonna bait out another SP1. Let's go. Let's take him down. So overall, guys, these bosses are not the hardest as long as you know what you're doing and how to fight them. Don't worry about the nodes as long as you bring the right counter. But let me know down below who your top counter is to each of these boss fights. Peace.